Hello and welcome to the EPIP screencast. First we're going to do fitness, strengths and weaknesses. For the strengths, speed. The player showed great speed when a through ball was played through and they were in a foot race with the defender to the ball and got to it with enough time to make the next move, for example a shot or a pass. The player also showed good reaction time. This is because it was a strength because the ball was deflected on by two players and he had to quickly readjust his body using the transverse plane to bring the ball down with good technique. Another strength that he showed was immense strength. When the player completed and won the 50-50 tackle, they then used their deltoids protecting the ball, maintaining possession. Weaknesses, however, this player did not show good coordination. Their legs while sprinting were not used effectively and they were flailing, and therefore they lost a lot of speed when they shouldn't have had to. The second weakness is the player also showed poor agility. They had a high centre of gravity and therefore they found it hard to move sharply compared to someone with a low centre of gravity. This player also doesn't change direction quickly, meaning they're easy to defend against. The final weakness is balance. The player showed poor balance when in the box and needed to shoot quickly. They couldn't adjust themselves and therefore leant back too much, missing the target when shooting. Here we're going to talk about skills, strengths and weaknesses. Finesse shooting was a strength because in the preparation phase, foot placing was firmly placed next to the ball, so they gained good balance and stability, allowing for a good connection. Execution, they opened their body out, using the transverse plane to allow for a curl and strike the ball with the instep of their foot for more curl and accuracy. In the recovery phase, they slightly followed through but not too much, therefore maintaining curl on the ball. Outcome, the ball hit the target and made the keeper work. Heading is the next strength. Prep, the player bends their knees and times the flight of the ball so that they know when to jump. Execution, they generate power from their quadriceps to push them up with speed and power to win the ball. Recovery, when landing they bend their knees upon impact, reducing injuries and making it easier to move on the next phase of play. Outcome, they won the header and cleared the ball. The next strength was a short pass. Preparation phase, have their head up, gain a solid base for a pass with punch and accuracy. Execution, hit with the instep of their foot, allowing for accuracy and power. The skill was fluent and worked well. Recovery, follow through, preventing unwanted curve, and also moved with their pass to the next phase of play. In the outcome, played a 1-2 with the striker, gaining an advanced role. However, the skill's weaknesses was dribbling. Preparation phase, players have their head down and don't know where the space is. They have a low centre of gravity. Execution, dribbling in straight lines using one foot so it's easy for the defender to predict where you are going. And finally, the recovery, they didn't look fluent and controlled. They dribbled into tight space with a lot of defenders and were going to get crowded out. The next weakness was control. In the preparation phase, they didn't get a good starting position. Without a stable base, they couldn't receive the ball well and with a positive touch. Execution, they were static until the ball bounced off their foot without control. Recovery, they couldn't regain the ball because they're flat-footed and unstable. The next weakness is standing tackle. Preparation, didn't get a low centre of gravity and base was unstable. Execution, couldn't react fast enough to change position and get the ball quickly, so they didn't make a fair tackle or tackle at all. Recovery, the player gives up and doesn't turn quickly for the recovery run because of the poor starting position. Tactics, strengths and weaknesses. Formations are strengths when the players hold the positions well, meaning pockets of space aren't created for the attackers. For example, if the ball is on the opposite side of the pitch to the right back, they should tuck round the defence for security and be in a line so when the advanced strikers try and run through, they can call offside or they can chase them through. When the ball is switched over to the other side of the pitch, to the right back side, the left back tucks in and the right back advances out to close the balls out as the left back did in the first phase. Set plays. They are a strength when attacking players know how to gain momentum. The players should never start in their starting position, and so when the ball played in, they should be 4 or 5 yards off, and they can make getting a running jump on the defender to attack the ball with strength and power, which makes it harder for the defender to defend. Final strength is counter-attack football. Strength when the midfielders are set up properly. One drops off to collect the ball and turn out to pass, while the other one progresses forward with the wingers and strikers, creating an overload for the defenders. Weaknesses, however. Man marking can be a weakness when the defender doesn't stay touch tight to the attacker. Once the attacker moves, they don't follow, allowing them to pick up the ball in space and turn with time to exploit the space. Communication. Poor players don't inform others where attackers are, therefore they pick up the ball in space and can punish. With a lack of communication, players are also unsure of their jobs and attackers find it easier to catch defenders out. Type of plays. Attacking. It's done poorly when strikers and wingers stay too high up the pitch and don't drop back to position in the first line of defence. The midfielders also get caught out of position because they are too advanced, allowing space and time for the opponents to exploit. Right. The overall effectiveness of the play, they had a great game. They showed great attributes of speed and strength, as well as short passing and finesse shooting on goal. These helped for the position they played, which was centre mid. However, to improve their game performance, we have highlighted the main weakness being dribbling. Therefore, I've set up a training program for 8 weeks in order to improve their dribbling and gain successful adaptation. The aim is to improve the dribbling of this player, incorporating agility and allowing them to dribble through tight spaces. Target: increase successful take-ons by 3 each training session. Thank you.